Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to share with you guys my morning routine. And yes, my routine starts 4 in the morning, and I know it's super early. It almost always begins with me making a bottle for my daughter. Currently, she wakes up twice, 11 p.m. at night and 4 in the morning. Sometimes that could be 4:15. And lucky for me, she mostly goes right back to sleep. What I like to do is get up a few minutes early. That could sometimes be 3:50. Sometimes I'll get up 4. Um, so I get, so I can get her diapers and wipes and bottles ready to go by the time she wakes up. I also have her, you're gonna see in a little bit, but I always like to have her vitamins and, um, her vitamin D and iron ready to go as well. I also try to take my prenatal vitamins around this time. I'm also, what do you call? I'm still breastfeeding, kind of, but I'm mostly pumping, so I try to continue to take my vitamins. So when I'm done feeding her, I put her right back to bed. She usually goes right back to sleep. I will then turn on the Quran so that I could listen to it and have peace enter my house. It's just so calming to listen to the Quran, especially around this time. And after that, I go back to the kitchen to start making my tea, which, let me tell you, I look forward to it. And while the water is boiling, I head towards to the bathroom to wash up for prayer or to make wudu. And around this time, it's still not Fajr time, the first early prayer. So I try to pray 2 rak'ahs, which is extra voluntary prayers. And I use this time to reflect my life and make as many du'as or prayers as I can, since this is the best time to make dua. I want to mention here, waking up 4 in the morning is not easy at all. And initially, I didn't have a choice because my daughter seemed to wake up around this time, and my body adapted to it. But I'm glad it did, because I can have, me time. After having a baby, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but it seems like I never have time for myself. And, just trying to keep up with the house, cleaning the house, cooking, looking after her, spending time with the hubby, and going to appointments and planning out the day, and, calling my parents, my mom, and my relatives just to check up on them. It takes most of my time. So I use this time to reflect, recite the Quran, read, watch YouTube videos, write in my diary, and fill in my calendar for the day, and have my cup of tea. I really look forward to this time, because then, I can feel like I'm prepared for the rest of the day. I love that I put some cinnamon in my tea. It smells really nice right after. And but I ran out of my ginger powder, but that's fine. I'll get it next time. And you're gonna see here soon that I almost ran out of milk as well, but thank God there was some little milk left. That's enough for me. Yes. Finally, I can sit down and drink my tea, turn on Netflix, and watch Malcolm X documentary. By the way, if you haven't watched this, you have to. It's called Who Killed Malcolm X? And you guys, this documentary is done so well that they were thinking about reopening his case actually. And let me not spoil it for you guys, but they did found who killed him. And so yeah, you guys just go ahead and check it out. You are going to enjoy it, I promise you. Right now is not lunchtime actually. It's around 7 a.m. and I am making lunch. I know it's early, but sometimes I like to do it early so I can get it out of the way. And so I can focus on other things later in the day. I like to spend quality time with my daughter, and sometimes cooking and cleaning gets in the way. But today I'm making some Somali pasta. I'm preparing sugo, or the sauce for the pasta. All you would need is tomato, cilantro, onions, bell peppers, potatoes, and prego. I don't even know how to say it, but as my mom would say, prego, right? Where is the prego or agua prego? But I can never say that. But yeah, so you would need all that to make the sauce. And here is me just putting everything in together. And these are the ingredients that I'm using to spice it up a little bit. And yeah, that's it. So one of the last steps that I do is I add the beef. But I like to cook the beef separately since it takes longer to cook. Then just when it's about to be done, I add to the sauce, and I use the remaining water and put it in the sauce as well. It just gives that, sort of tasty flavor afterwards. It is almost done, and here is the end result. And here is my plate. I ate this during lunchtime and it tasted so good. All right, guys, we are coming to the end of the video. I hope you enjoy watching it, and thank you so much for stopping by, and take care. Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. Hello guys, welcome back for another video. Today, okay, as usual, I woke up around 4 o'clock. I would say 4 o'clock is when I woke up. And I woke up this day to do my normal routine, my normal things that I do, which is, have a quality time for myself and read and write in my journal, recite Quran, and do the usual things that I do normally. However, let me tell you, when I woke up this morning or this day, I realized the amount of cleaning that I had to do. I had like mountains of clothes that I had to wash, and I was like, whoa, like I need to tackle this first while everybody else is sleeping and get that out of the way. Or otherwise, if I start cleaning the time that I usually clean, there's no way I'm going to get everything that I needed to get done. Okay, so I was very bummed due to the fact that I had to do this, but because I really, really value my quality time during this time, because I have to wake up really early to only have this time, because the rest of the day is I'm just so busy with the kids. I honestly do not have any time for myself, which is why I came up with the schedule of getting up between 3:30 to 4. So, but anyways, during this day, first thing I did was go to the laundromat, which was located in our apartment complex. Put the clothes in, and while it was being washed, came back, prayed, recited my Quran for about 5 minutes, because that is important, you guys. Honestly, I have not even skipped for 6 months. Okay, so I don't play about me not reciting my Quran. So after I was done with that, that's when I started to just, tackle the kitchen and have that cleaned first before the kids wake up. I think by this time my son was already woke up, because it was well past 5. So he usually wakes up around 5 to 5:30, but this time around he woke up like literally, I think I would say like 4:58 around there. And I just gave him the phone. Distracted him, and get the cleaning done. And all in all, alhamdulillah, I did that because I was able to get everything that I needed to get done for that day by 12 a.m. Now I know, like, about the hadith, when the Prophet ﷺ, I guess, was it the Prophet ﷺ that said, waking up early in the morning, there's a blessing? Now I know. Because it felt good getting things done by 12, and, cooking, cleaning, everything was done. And the rest of the day was literally spending time with my kids, doing little activities there, going to the park, doing all other things other than cleaning and cooking. What you're seeing right now is me cooking a meal for myself. This time around, I'm eating a heavy breakfast. I have been craving salmon taco, and I was gonna have that today, no matter what. So this meal was not for anybody other than for me. Okay, I still wanted to make it about me and spoil myself and have that me time, even though my kids were well up and it was time for them to get up and all that. I still wanted to push forward and just focus on myself just for a little bit. And this is me making a meal for myself that I've been craving for the past few days, and I was not gonna share it. Okay, I was not gonna share it because it's all about me. Okay, it's all about me. Kidding. I mean, if my kids would ask, I would definitely give them, but I did cook this food for myself. They had cereal, obviously, and you will see this in the video. Guys, while I was editing this, the amount of times that my kids came, and interrupted me and screamed and this. Let me give you an example, okay? Tomato, onions, red pepper, green. Okay, so this is the green onions and cilantro. And then I have so non-stop. And then I have the Alaskan pink salmon. That's it. Hot, ready. This is the thing with trying to record for you guys while the kids are up. There you go. You see what I mean? This is why I wanted to wake up really, really early in the morning, because that is the only time I get 2 hours. Because like I said, my son wakes up around 5, and my daughter wakes up around 6, and they usually go to bed around 5:30ish to 6 p.m. at night. But it is very, very important that we as mothers get to have this quality time, or we will go insane. And I did. I felt like I was going insane, you guys, because I noticed myself just losing it. And sometimes, like, I would just like be rude and kind of yell. And I'm like, what's going on with me? Why am I this edgy and very overly stimulated, right? And I just needed that time. And yeah, so it is very, very important that we have that quality time. This video is supposed to be actually when wanted to record for you guys. What I wanted to record for you guys was come spend time with me 3 a.m. type of thing, or while I pamper myself and spend time with myself and this and that, and like that's the type of video I was hoping to record for you guys, right? Just to give you guys that routine, and to hopefully whoever's watching this gets to, or whoever would watch it, like, gets to relax as they watch as well. And but no, that's not what happened. So this is what I end up recording instead, and this is real life. This is real things happening. Real moms go through this. And yeah, I urge you to wake up early in the morning to have that quality time if you don't have it. So, but anyways, the food is almost done. I just needed to make the tortilla, and that's it. And as you can see, there's that constant, mommy, I want milk. Mommy, I want cereal. Mommy, I want this. Mommy, what is that? Is that an ant? Mommy, what is this? Like, it's the constant. Alhamdulillah. I feel like I'm complaining, but alhamdulillah, my kids are healthy enough to, do this, and I get to witness this. That's a sign that they're healthy, and I am constantly interacting with them intentionally. And yeah, but again, I will reiterate, it's very important that we get to spend that quality time with ourselves. But this is the end result of the tacos. It was very tasty. It was awesome. And I'm going to have it again. Actually, I'm going to have it tonight before I go to sleep. So I ended my morning with making coffee for myself as usual. I had caramel latte. Well, this morning I had vanilla latte, but I usually have caramel latte. And yeah, and I love this machine. It saved me a lot of money, let me tell you that. I need a little more.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, you're right. So there you go. I made my coffee. I got to enjoy it. I loved it. Alhamdulillah. And I woke up exactly at 3 o'clock. And I just wanted to spend a quality time with myself, quality time with Allah, just, get my thoughts organized for the day, for the week. And but first things first, I'm starving, so maybe I should just eat cereal because I don't know what else to eat. And from there, I just want to, I already read my Quran, but I just need to write in my diary and organize my day, my week, and my calendar. So I just wanted to spend that quality time with myself until the kids wake up. Hopefully no one wakes up, and everybody's sleeping, so I hope you guys can hear me. I'm trying not to speak louder than this, just so that they don't wake up. So just wanted to say welcome to the vlog. and come spend time with me at 3 in the morning. I'm just gonna go ahead and eat my cereal. I'll be back. The cats are following me, so I think they're hungry. I'm just gonna go ahead and give them some of their food. What? You don't want to eat? First thing I do after, of course, drinking my coffee and eating if I'm hungry, is that I sit down, I write in my diary, and I pour everything, all thoughts that come by, I write it down. And, if I'm feeling terrible for that day, if I'm having some form of hardship, if I am anything, any happy things that are happening around me, any happy thoughts, everything I just pour into this diary. And this is something that has been helping me all my life. I love doing this, and I love the fact that I can always go back and I can, just read what I have wrote and just look back at it and see the things that I used to struggle with. It's just an insight to who I am, who I used to be, seeing growth, everything. It is one of the greatest things that I can really do for myself. And I hope you guys do the same too. One of the things I want to start doing every morning from here on out is practicing gratitude. So first thing in the morning, after reciting my Quran, I think what I need to do is just practice gratitude. I just remember, I don't remember what surah or what verse, but Allah saying, show gratitude, show gratefulness, and I'll give you more, right? And I don't remember what verse. I'm gonna look it up. But and even non-Muslims talk about how the more you're grateful, the more you have, the more things get better for you, the more you feel content, the more you feel happy, and yeah, that's what I want to start doing, and right after reciting Quran. So just being grateful to Allah. Okay. What time is it? It's 3:45. I'm gonna do some quick reading, and I'm reading this book, or I want to start reading this book. How to Talk So Kids Will Listen, and Listen So Kids Will Talk. Adele Faber and Elaine Maslish. We can't expect us to know how to raise kids just because we grow them inside us and, voila. So, no, I want to be prepared and see what is it that I can do to, help my kids. I want to have a better communication with them. I want to give their rights. Yes, kids do have rights. So I want to, it's the guilt, that really scares me. getting up early. Uh-oh, I have one of them waking up. Oh my God. Shh, go to sleep. You're no sorry? Okay, assalamu alaikum. Let's try this again. It is the following day. It's, what day is it? Goodness God. Yesterday was Monday. Today is Tuesday. No. Yesterday was Tuesday. Today's Wednesday, but it is 3:36. I got up at 2:50 because I need my time. I need my time to relax and just spend with myself. Hopefully this time around no one wakes up. My little baby girl is up, but she's very content, very happy, but hopefully she doesn't interrupt me. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well, and let's continue with this 3-ish in the morning, calm, relaxed, uninterrupted morning, inshallah. Up the dishes, sink is clean. Let me just put this, push this aside. So while that's being washed, I'm gonna go ahead and make myself some breakfast, some malawah. Got my coffee. Got my malawah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sit. rate this. I'm going to rate this because I didn't get the chance to read it yesterday. So, just a couple pages, nothing too much. I'm going to eat my food. Obviously, I can't eat in front of you guys, but that's the plan. I like that she said, I was a wonderful parent before I had children. I was an expert on why everyone else was having problems with theirs. Then I had 3 of my own. You know this saying, you don't know anybody's situation unless you're in their shoes. Well, that's a great example. I can relate to her. She said, living with real children can be humbling. Every morning I would tell myself, today's going to be different. And every morning was a variation of the one before. You gave her more than me. That's the pink cup. I want the blue cup. This oatmeal looks like throw up. He punched me. Oh, God. I feel like we have the same kids, huh? She said, this oatmeal looks like throw up. Okay, so he punched me. I never touched him. I won't go to my room. You're not the boss over me. Oh, gosh. I haven't reached that. They haven't reached that age where they say you're not the boss of me. So I feel like that's a teenage age. They finally wore me down. And though it was the last thing I ever dreamed I'd be doing, I joined a parent group. That's what I need to do. Let me read a little portion here, or a little segment. Once I was aware of what I was doing, I was determined to change, but I wasn't sure how to go about it. What finally helped me most was actually putting myself in my children's shoes. I asked myself, suppose I were a child who was tired or hot or bored, and suppose I wanted that all-important grown-up in my life to know what I was feeling. Over the next weeks, I tried to tune in to what I thought my children might be experiencing, and when I did, my words seemed to follow naturally. I wasn't just using a technique. I really meant it when I said, so you're still feeling tired, even though you just napped? Or, I'm cold, but for you, it's hot in here. We're 2 separate people, capable of having 2 different sets of feelings. Neither of us was right or wrong. We each felt what we felt. You know, that is something I personally started doing with my kids, just not because I read this, because I haven't read this book yet. But I was so exhausted, I was so tired, but one day I just said to myself, they're little human beings too. They feel what you feel. He's acting up because just ask him if he's bored, like my son. And sure enough, when I did, I hope you guys can see me. Sure enough, I'm so sorry, I don't know if you. Sure enough, when I did, not only did he say yes, but we tried to figure out what he was interested in doing. And we went on this literally journey of exploring, and that made me figure out something about my child that I didn't know, just because I took the time to see him, you know? Are you trying to talk? Are you trying to talk? I left the coffee machine. She's so smiling at me. Yeah, so I love it. Anyways, that's a little portion that I read for you guys. I'm going to continue reading that book, but before that, I'm going to have my coffee and my maloa. So this is a great time to wake up and make dua This is when Allah comes down to the lower heaven and says, "Who shall I answer their dua, or who wants help, or whatever." So I wish I can just like explain the feeling to you guys, how comforting it is to be up this early, stay up, and it's just very comforting. I have like the book right in front of you guys. So I always make a point to wake up around this time, and I don't regret it. Every single time I wake up, I thank Allah that He woke me up, around this time. So I get to spend quality time with myself. I get to hang out with myself. I get to spend a quality time with Allah, talk to Allah as though, I'm in front of Allah. And it's a good feeling. I have the baby just looking at us. You looking at me and the cat? Yeah? I know. And she's wondering, like, who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? I'm talking to the people on the other side watching me. Yeah, okay. Well, here, maybe I want to take a look at my beautiful cat. So I guess I'll end my early morning, quiet, relaxed morning routine here. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope you felt relaxed watching this video. And I hope I have encouraged you to also wake up around this time and, just give it a try and see how that feels. The first few times may feel a bit, you may feel extremely tired, but as time goes on, you will thank yourself. So say salam alaikum, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. Hello. Welcome back. Today's video is about my morning routine. And first thing I do when I wake up is always start with drinking water. I find that drinking water not only hydrates my body, but it gives me a mental boost. It helps me stay up. So it's very, very important that I drink water first thing in the morning. And this is something that I recently started to add. So there's so much benefit that I get from it. So the next thing I do is prepare for prayer. That's going to be in 10 minutes. So I would start out by brushing my teeth, also washing my face and making wudu, and just get ready within that 10-minute period that I have before the first prayer starts. You guys, like, I know 4:30 in the morning is really early for many people, but first of all, I need to get up for prayer. So prayers really starts really, really early for us Muslims. I find it to be very relaxing to have my morning start this early as well, even if it's not for prayer, because time will change. But I will always wake up around this time because, I'm a mom of 3 and I need to, have that quality time, that relaxing moment for myself where I connect with God, where I am, just relaxing, putting myself in that relaxing state is very, very important for me. Otherwise, if I wake up any later time than this, it's going to be a rocky day for me. And a mom with 3 kids, let me tell you, I cannot afford that. So at this time, I usually just spend a little more time reading the Quran, specifically Al-Baqarah. I need to finish it every 3 days. So I make a priority upon myself to get that done no matter what, especially since I have experienced certain things that would require me to not skip al-Baqarah. So yeah, the next thing I do is immediately prepare my breakfast. This time around, I am making Nutella French toast. I've learned this recipe from watching some YouTube videos, so I really like it. It's really, really nice. So in my French toast, the ingredient that you would need is some one egg, vanilla extract, and what is that thing? Cinnamon. My brain is freezing on me, you guys. So, yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now, just mixing all the ingredients together. I add some milk to it. I find it very tasty. Okay, it's not the best healthy one, but today that's something that I was craving, so I decided to have that. And I should mention here that I always have the Quran playing in the background. That is a must for me because what I'm after is that relaxing state of mind. I love that peace it gives out. I just feel so good just listening to it. And alhamdulillah for that, because the days that I'm not listening to the Quran, you guys, or the days I'm not reading the Quran, life is just gets difficult for me. Life is hard as it is, and you never know what's going to happen. But if you're connected with the Quran, if you're constantly listening, if you're constantly reading the Quran and trying to memorize it and just getting yourself very involved with the Quran, then I just find it that life is just running very smoothly for me. Life is, perfect for me. I must say, and I make sure that I never ever try to miss it because it's just life is just difficult for me, to be honest with you. So but I'm just continuing to prepare my breakfast, and I also make some for my daughter because there's times that she just wakes up super early. I think she gets really, really hungry, and it usually happens when she doesn't eat much at night. She's a very picky eater. All my kids are picky eaters, to be honest with you, but she's even worst compared to them. So I would like to always just kind of prepare a little breakfast for her so that she's not disturbing my peaceful relaxing moment. So بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. And of course, we cannot forget about the ginger tea. This is another thing that I have. It's a must. I love to have ginger with my tea, especially, when I'm sick. There's a lot of health benefits, I'm sure, that comes with it. But my mom used to do this all the time. She'll always have ginger with her tea. So this is just a habit that I've developed throughout as I was growing up. So there's so much benefit that comes with that as well, like I said. So I always have to have my ginger tea. Sometimes I do drink coffee, but my body is completely against that though. When I drink coffee, you guys, I just get very, 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 very hyper. And my personality is, I would say, a little bit on the hyper side. But if I drink coffee, that makes me worse. And then there's moments that it gets so bad that I get scared, you guys, because I just can't calm down. So the last thing I do is just relax even more, watch stuff on YouTube, some motivational speakers, and yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching and have a nice day.